In this video, I'm going to show you the proper Nerf sniper. So to start off guys, welcome back. Sorry I didn't make a video last week, it's because I was making this and I really wanted to get it done to show you before the tournament. So I know I said that Cobba will be my tournament blaster, but after making this is my tournament blaster. And it's obvious why. So let's get into this build, show you what I've created, and show you how this is an actual Nerf sniper rifle. To start off with the blaster itself, an XBZ is housed inside this LONGSTRIKE, which then runs off an MVJ3 switch, which pretty much extends the XBZ to the trigger, so I can run the switch to the trigger, and then this airline, as you can see, runs all the way to the backpack, which the compressor is located in, and this here is just a Nitto fitting, quick disconnect in the Nerf world, and I'll just decharge the blaster there, so I can undo this, and then this compressor can go on any other HPA/LPA blaster I want to use. So this is pretty much just a different unit, two different units that combine through the one line, so I can use multiple blasters if I wanted to. And it's much easier for storage as well. I can have the LONGSTRIKE just chilling on the wall, and I can take my compressor off, put it in storage, and just do whatever I want with it really. So that's pretty much the basics of this blaster. It's an XBZ, then that goes to a switch, then the compressor pumps up the XBZ. When you press the switch, the XBZ releases the air, firing the dart. So that's pretty much it. And then with the LONGSTRIKE, I've actually managed to keep the clip system. So I can run clips in this blaster. So as you can see, running the sniper clip, the 6 clip, and then that just feeds up in there. And it is a reverse loading breech. So instead of sliding forward, I actually pull back to completely seal the breech, because there's not enough room inside the LONGSTRIKE to do that, which is unfortunate. It'd be cool to have the proper bolt action, but this is enough for me. It's definitely cool. And it's in a LONGSTRIKE shell, the Nerf sniper shell. So it's a pretty badass looking blaster, and now it has performance to back up its looks too. So accuracy for this blaster is absolutely insane. So from here to the front of the barrel is a complete brass barrel. On the front I've got a scar barrel as well, giving me those insane groupings. They are so good. I actually need to retighten the scar so they can actually get tighter. So accuracy is all well and good as you want with a sniper like this. Without a scar barrel and cranking the XBZ up to a high PSI, I can pretty much hit whatever range and whatever FPS I want. That's the coolest thing about air blasters, that you can alter what performance you want to get. So if you go to a war, say 200 FPS limit, I can just dial down the compressor to run at 200 FPS. It'll stop when it gets to the right PSI, and this blaster will fire under 200 FPS every time. And then say I went to an NIC where the limit in my NICs are 300, crank the compressor up and it's going to be shooting at 300 FPS. So it's definitely one of the coolest things about air blasters, being able to have that range. Just the whole system works. That's so cool. I've definitely been converted. I don't think I'm going back to flywheels ever. This is now my new favorite thing about Nerf, and springers are alright too. I took this thing to a war on the weekend and had a few rounds with it, and the first time I used it I was smiling ear to ear and I was laughing for 75% of the game. I was just in hysterics. It's the funnest thing I've ever done in my life. It is just pure, it is just so much fun. I've never experienced anything like it out on the field. Just the accuracy of it, the range, it's just amazing. And with the whole HPA argument, this is not illegal. This is not an illegal system I'm running. This blaster shoots Nerf darts, which are not illegal. Say if I was shooting a BB, yes, that is illegal, but this is a toy. I'm shooting Nerf darts. I've had the cops called to a war where someone was using a blaster like this. The cops saw the blaster and went, yep, that's all sweet. This is not an illegal system, guys. Definitely do your research before you kind of make your judgment about HPA and LPA. This stuff is not illegal. Definitely be responsible about it, because you don't want to give it a bad name and then make it illegal, but this is not illegal, guys. So mini rant out of the way. Other cool stuff that I've done to it, I can sometimes get the mag just to drop out when it's not touching brass. I think there was a dart cord in there, so let's put that back in. There we go, that's really cool. I love being able to just gravity drop the magazine if it wants to work. There we go. And I can grab one out of the stock for a quick reload. slap it in, boom, ready to go, another 6. The sight on top is just a red dot from Spamfest, so it's pretty much the same red dot, just dialed in. It just looks really cool. You don't necessarily need magnification in Nerf, you're not going to be shooting that far. If anything, magnification is actually going to worsen your shot because you could be magnified off to the side a little bit, but that's with any sight anyway, so you definitely don't need magnification. If you were going to get magnification, maybe cut off at about 4 or 3. So that's pretty much it, guys. I will definitely show you how to make one of these. I plan to do another one. I have another XBZ. I want to do a Raptor Strike. I reckon that'll be awesome. So I'll have the Long Strike and the Raptor Strike. That would be so cool. To have a HPA Raptor Strike would be sick, because I definitely know you guys want to know how this thing works. I wanted to do a vlog on it, say, but I thought I want to get through this by myself first, so I know how to do everything and I'm not telling you wrong information. Now that I've completed it once, I know everything I'm doing, and I can tell you in detail how I did everything and give you a better product. So I know you guys are dying to know how this compressor system works, so I'll show you now. Quick disclaimer, I'm borrowing this from Sniper Buddy Spencer. He just kindly let me use it for a little while I'm making my compressor, just so I can show you guys the blasters and show you how this stuff works. So pretty much what we've got here is a $15 Kmart compressor, which then has on it a Nitto fitting, which then runs the blaster, a cutoff switch at the PSI, and then just a regulator up here. So the regulator can dial to the PSI that you want to run your blaster at, which then fluctuates your FPS readouts. The cutoff switch cuts off the whole system when the regulator hits that pressure. So it's a very simple solution to not having to get an HPA bottle and spending $200 to $400 on a bottle. This is pretty much nearly a $50 setup, which gives you the same FPS, except it makes a little bit noise and takes a little bit longer to fire off shots, but it's definitely something, if you're beginning out in the air blaster / HPA world, this is definitely an option to do. So I'll show you how to make one of these too when I get my system up and running. And then it just runs off this 3S LiPo. That's how it gets its power. And then I've just got this camo backpack to put it in, so when I put it on, I've not got any stress on my back. It's a very comfortable backpack. It's gonna hold over my shoulders, it's gonna give me good support, and it's not gonna put stress on it from me holding this heavy compressor. So that's enough chit chat, guys. Let's go outside and see how this blaster performs. So guys, that brings us to the end of the video. This thing's an absolute beast. I love it to death. You're definitely going to see some awesome gameplay content come out of this blaster right here. This is going to get some awesome sniper shots. I cannot wait to take it to the next NIC and show it off and get some sweet tags for you guys to enjoy as well. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. It really does mean a lot to me. If you like these mods and want to check out more of the mods I've done, check out the playlist in the description and also on my channel if you want to catch up with what mods I've done. And definitely subscribe for more mods in the future. I've got some more HPA/LPA builds to show you, and I can't wait to do that as well. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.